When we think about estate planning, we're often deluged with pictures of a husband and a wife surrounded by their children. But the truth is that often it is the single people, unmarried couples, who need estate planning even more. Here to talk about a few of the issues confronting singles and unmarried couples is my law partner, Mike Solomon.
Hi, Laura.
Hey, Mike. So you put together for us a list of the top 5 documents for singles and unmarried couples to consider. We're going to go through a few today, and then in a couple of weeks we'll be back to talk about some more, because we really want to let everybody know. So what's the first thing?
Well, remember, each person's situation is specific and it's individualized. So this list is meant to give you a starting point. It's not to say this is what everybody needs. So that's number 1.
Okay, so we understand that. Start with the first document on your list then.
Well, number 1 is a healthcare power of attorney. And this is a document you're giving someone the right to make medical decisions for you. It's not, by the way, just pulling the plug. It's medical decisions for you. So if you don't have that document, let's say a widow, for example, goes in the hospital, can't make her own healthcare decisions, who's going to make that decision for her? And if she doesn't have that document, then we're going to have a guardianship appointed. Guardianship's appointed. It's a very cumbersome process. With a healthcare power of attorney, you can avoid that.
Okay, well, you said widows, but what about an unmarried couple? If they live together, can't they just make each other's decisions?
Well, no, absolutely not. Just because you're living together doesn't mean you have the right to make the other's decision. By the way, that applies also for a husband and wife. Just because they're married doesn't mean each can make the decision for the other. But what's even more important with a couple, unmarried couple living together, is that if they don't have a healthcare power of attorney, then they're going to have to get a guardianship. And just because you've been living together doesn't mean you're going to be appointed guardian. It's going to look for the next closest relative. May not be what you want at all. So having healthcare power of a decision, you've decided who's going to handle your decisions for you.
Okay, we talked about widows, unmarried couples. How about singles? Just plain single.
Same sort of thing. I mean, if you're single and you've never been married, have no children, who's going to make your medical decisions for you? So again, you want to have a document, lay out who's going to make that decision. Okay,
and quickly, the second document.
Financial power of attorney. Very important. Who's going to handle your finances for you? For example, a married couple, a couple living together, unmarried couple, just because they've been living together, maybe even have a joint account, doesn't mean they can handle each other's finances. If one of the couples becomes incapacitated and they need money to pay their bills, and let's say they have an IRA, the person they've been living with doesn't have any rights to those documents. So you need a power of attorney so they can handle your financial affairs for you and pay your bills.
These are really very important. A life partner who doesn't have a power of attorney doesn't automatically become guardian if you become incapacitated. These documents are important for singles and unmarried couples. Everybody, actually. Mike is going to join us again on November 15th to finish the list so we don't rush through it today. But in the meantime, if you want more information, plan to attend one of our free seminars we're holding on this topic. There's one on Monday, November 2nd, Tuesday, November 3rd, and Wednesday, November 4th. We have the information up there on the screen. So if you want to come and get more information, use the information that's coming up next to call and reserve your seat.
Call Solomon, Steiner, and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information, or to schedule a speaker for your organization. Or log on to www.ssnplaw.com.
Thanks for joining us. On next week's show, we'll have lots more medical, legal, financial information for you to share. But until then, please remember to make the most of your golden opportunities.
If you'd like to join our kitchen conversation, visit our website, www.goldenopportunities.tv. Like us on Facebook. Call us at 440-742-GO-TV or email us at kitchen@goldenopportunities.tv. We'd love to hear from you.
Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.